Today we have a new tutorial, Sushi Temaki! Hey, Tatiana here, teaching you how to draw kawaii step by step. If you ever wanted to get better at this art style and possibly even start a creative business using your skills, then be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of all the new videos I create. Okay, let's jump in. Here we are in Procreate. I'm using Procreate to demonstrate this drawing. But if you're using pen and paper, the process is exactly the same. It's just whenever I use an eraser, here in Procreate, you'll use a real-life eraser. So, let's jump in. I've got the drawing guide on to help me judge the vertical and horizontal lines, which is really important for keeping the character symmetrical. So the first step is going to be drawing the big shapes. Like I said, I'm going to start by drawing a vertical and horizontal guide, and I want to put those guides on their own layer. So let's do that. Vertical, hold down the pencil and get a straight line, and the horizontal line a little bit higher. Hold down the pencil to get a straight line. So I've got this cross going on because our temaki looks like a triangle, like a smaller triangle with a bigger triangle on top. So that's why I've marked out these lines. Now I'm gonna keep the guides on their own layer so that when I'm erasing, I'm not gonna erase the guides. So add another layer, and this is where I'll do my sketch. So we're gonna draw a triangle shape. And I kind of want to make sure that there is roughly the same amount of space on this side and on this side. And I can already see that this line is the angle is too steep. So I'm going to correct that right here. I'm going to undo this line, and I want this space to be exactly the same as this space. So I'm going to even mark where that line is going to end, and I'm going to draw it here. This is just a sketch. And now this is the top of the temaki, and this is going to be the bottom of the temaki. Now it's really easy. Just connect the two lines. It kind of looks like a kite or a rhombus shape, doesn't it? And at this point, it doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't need to look like anything. We're just putting in our foundations in place. Now, let's go to another layer so that it kind of gives you freedom to move around and erase things if things are not working out. Now, the real life temaki doesn't have these sharp corners. It's actually a sheet of sushi seaweed wrapped around. So these edges are actually going to be rounded like this. And then the seaweed will come in the front right here and wrap around here. So you can imagine that you're looking inside the sushi and you can see a little bit of the filling, which we're gonna add some rice, some avocado, and something else that's fun. And then the bottom of the temaki usually has like a hole in it, and there's some more goodness coming out. So just gonna mark that out. It's not gonna be this sharp pointy edge. It's gonna be this rounded thing. And now it's super duper simple. We're just gonna connect this line with this line. Here we go. Now if you're using paper and pencil, you would erase your guidelines at this point. I'm just gonna go off and turn off the bottom layer because now I have my temaki shape in place. Let's add some fun fillings. Go to a new layer just so that you can move things around without affecting the outline. And let's add a nice bowl of rice in here. So it's gonna be kind of like this. But in kawaii, we use symbols to show what's there. We're not going to draw every single grain of rice. Instead, we're going to give it a nice curved edge to just indicate, to hint that there is some sushi rice, and it looks really cute. It's like a little cloud has landed into our temaki, or maybe a little soft lamb. So there is the rice. And yeah, let's put in some avocado slices, shall we? So an avocado slice looks something like a half circle, something like that. So imagine that we're going to take this and we're going to put it in here, just like 2 little slices coming out. Let's do that. So it's like a half circle, and then it comes in, it's like a slice, and then another one behind it, and you can even draw right through it. Don't try to go around it at first. That's why we have an eraser, because it makes it so much harder trying to pretend to draw around the shape. Then you don't actually see your whole shape. So draw through the shape and then we erase. So that's done. Now the final piece is to add the face and create some nice clean outlines so that we can enjoy the final drawing. To do the face, I'm gonna put it on yet another layer so that I can move things around without affecting the layers below it. Do you see a trend coming on? I'll use this guide line to help me position the face. So I'll draw the right eye first. I'm a lefty, so I'm drawing the right eye first, because then when I'm drawing the left one, I can reference the position of the right eye to make sure that the left eye is on the same height and width. Just makes life easier. Here we go. And I'm using my vertical and horizontal guides to judge how much space there is here and how much space there is here to make sure that the eyes are spaced out more or less equally. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know. And then let's add some cute little cheeks. It's always good to put cheeks in kawaii. It just makes them so much more adorable and cute. And a big smiling mouth. I love using this mouth. I noticed lately that I use this mouth a lot. But you can put whichever mouth that you like. I'm sure you have your favorite face. I've seen big eyes, small eyes, narrow eyes. So put in the face that you love the most. Here I'm making sure that the mouth is in the center and that the whole character is more or less balanced and symmetrical. Now I'm gonna grab an eraser and I'm gonna add some little white dots in the eyes. Just brings the character to life and gives it a little bit of sparkle. Let's do the final outline. Guess what I'm gonna do now? Make a new layer! Yes! I'm gonna do the outline on a new layer. And I'm gonna use the brush that's called monoline. All it is just a nice, even, one thickness line with streamline option. And if you don't know what streamline is, I made a video on how to get smooth lines in Procreate. Check it out. I'll point to it in the video. But let's make it black. Let's make the outline stand out. And we've got the new layer on, and let's make the brush a little bit thicker. Whoa, that's too thick. A little bit thinner. A little bit thinner still. That's about right. I'm gonna speed up the video and do the outline so that you can see the finished result. Okay, our character is ready. Now let's turn off all of the guides and grids and everything so that we can see what we actually did. Now let's take off the guide. And here is our temaki all ready for coloring and beautifying and doing something really fun with it. Awesome, we did it! Now you get to add your creative touch to your temaki drawing by adding colors and decorations. When you finish, please share your drawing in our Facebook group. The link is in the description below. This way you can be inspired, you can get your drawings in front of other people, and you can get lots of ideas from your fellow artists. Thanks for drawing with me today, and I will see you in the next video.